Villagers and civil society organizations reject claims that recent attacks on Z Choro, Namli and Wangli villages along Indo-Myanmar border were not acts of external aggression. Former UNLF Chairman R.K. Sanayama alleges that prevailing hostage crisis in Manipur is the result of politics at play. Innocent civilians are ultimately suffering the consequences. Amuko President Sorok Haibam Sanjoy says state government must not forget its responsibility amid rising violence. Amuko reiterates Manipur's territorial integrity must remain intact. Recent social media post by Ministry of Mines highlighting Manipur's untapped mineral potential triggers intense reactions online, with many netizens linking the issue to ongoing Manipur conflict. Petrol and diesel prices hike again by around 90 paise per litre today, marking the second increase within 5 days across the country. CAF and PD officials conduct inspections at fuel pumps across Imphal, following reports of panic buying and hoarding of fuel in containers. And in a move to curb rising noise pollution in Imphal city, Manipur Pollution Control Board distributes sound level meters to 10 police stations in Imphal East and Imphal West districts. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You are watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm HONREICHON SHIMRAY, bringing you the top stories and latest news at this hour. Villagers and civil society organizations have strongly rejected claims that the recent attacks on Z Choro, Namli and Wangli villages along the Indo-Myanmar border were not acts of external aggression. Relief materials, including food and essential items, were also distributed to affected villages. A special report.
Valley and hill-based civil society organizations including Kokomi, MNFCC and IPF Manipur visited Z Choro, Namli and Wangli villages along the Indo-Myanmar border yesterday following the attacks allegedly carried out by Myanmar-based KNAB and PDF militants on May 7 around 4 a.m. After traveling nearly 7 hours from Imphal, the visiting teams found villagers living in fear and uncertainty. Among the 3 villages, Z Choro village, also known as Zingsofai, suffered the heaviest damage.
At the Namli market, which was burned.
Manipur integrity, Manipur lamse last village singse koina hairiba kun mapan singsina ngak ragalai bese Manipur police lakti habisida ada mani IRB si mafam sida mi kuntra kun tara khaktang leibada so ekoi Manipur integrity ngak ba adu ekoi lamsi kanba ngamgane ba adu kana su lakta bide ekoi sumaina leiba tardi ekoi kayam kuina ekoina without any civil khakdana ekoi protect to bangam gudra.
Except for the village church, nearly 20 houses were burnt down in Z Choro village. Several vehicles and properties were also destroyed in the attack. Residents alleged that valuables including cash and church property were looted by the armed groups. According to villagers, around 80 KNAB and PDF militants crossed over from Myanmar and launched attacks from multiple directions using heavy gunfire and RPGs. Many women, children and elderly people who narrowly escaped are currently taking shelter in Ukhrul and Kamjong districts, unable to return home.
Nahangi Tokiba Todokse Kene Biga PDF Burma based over Naharun Sinalaga Yumsi Mate Habani asidi sehna clearly external aggression ne Manipur state government na so aduga central government na so asida thaidok thain tora hai nangai kari su leite asidi clearly external aggression ne foreign aggression ne.
Similar attacks were also reported in Namli and Wangli villages where houses, shops and marketplaces were set ablaze. Villagers claimed there is clear evidence linking the attacks to Myanmar-based KNB and PDF militants. They further alleged that personnel of the 11 Assam Rifles camp located near Z Choro village remained inactive during the attack and arrived only after the villages had already been burned. Villagers expressed disappointment over the State Home Minister's statement that the incident was not an act of external aggression, questioning why adequate security measures were not taken to protect border villages. They also said no state security forces have been deployed in the affected areas so far, leaving residents vulnerable and displaced. Deplorable road conditions, lack of electricity and water scarcity have further worsened the hardships faced by the villagers.
People who are living here, lagraga witness tawraga kene khoine haina moi lagraga kobo gi permis ki wangak ta ngangraga lagraga tik tawraga hangraga mana kri gi interest auji ke foreign aggression ate haibutu ekoidi nungaite atudi hairati Assam Rifle goisu adumain tawgre ekoina ngai bakan di laktre aduga last lakre mikna urusu manana tarasu tadabukumna leikradi adude ekoidi directly moisu yaubra kuki militants koibo support tawri pra haiba ekoi ke wakanda suspect laye
khudong chada ba haiba bo mi ama oine hinglabni na masida medical hospital dispensary yamna darkar lei lambi thong yamna darkar lei aduga water supply yamna darkar lei aduga electricity darkar lei mi ama hingbani na amambada yamna wana leiba lairik parasu ama thabak ama tawrasu numdang chak chak harasu mei leitaba asigumba awat pamayam leire.
Meanwhile, organizations such as COCOMI, MNFCC and IPF Manipur reiterated that the attacks were acts of external aggression carried out by Myanmar-based Kuki militant groups. They questioned whether the government of India would have remained silent if such attacks had occurred in Jammu and Kashmir. The groups also pointed to video footage and eyewitness accounts showing villages being burnt and attacked by KNB and PDF militants.
Mada laiba militants sing laaga akhoi naga gi khun choro gi khun sida mi phuba chaiba mai thaba si mem tawraba hauda foreign gi mi natraga mapan lam gi Burma gi mi naten hairadi asidi aranba oigani na khalli asigi matang sida kopna akhoi gi government agency oigera NIA oigera CBI oigera kopna thijilaga asida maral leiriba mi singse punishment amasung justice se pigadabani habse demand tawjaningi.
COCOMI spokesperson Shanta Nahakpum alleged that the government is attempting to suppress the incident similar to previous violent incidents including the Tronglaubi bomb attack. IPF Manipur convener Asankasar also termed the attacks as external aggression and demanded immediate rehabilitation and protection measures for the affected villages.
Sidagi aina lepi ba jaga sidagi just nearly 50 to 100 meter 70 meter gu moi ge 100 po yorum da umande sidai da border pillar si leire ko aduga kakhalai ba mi sing si mamang da lambi ma le sidagi karakpani they started firing and then moina si mahom je mai thadu hai fare akhoi gi border pillar se fencing lei taba jaga oi bagi moi changa ga mai thabiram ma bane haina su lor je khunja se yam le hauda da ngam haude na su lor je adubo sigi nakan da yelom da lei sida yam na nakpada sidagi just 5 to 10 minutes ta khongna la su yobu ya ba Assam Rifle kemam le sigi kem se kari to le hoge ji sakana khumam thok tabra sine akoina haijening se ko ani subada lami ba mi do amani la amaga nungdang hing da tharam manate ko minno wi video mayam leire khunja singi explanation mayam lei high way explanations mayam sigi marakta Manipur government amadi Manipur gi home department na hojik phauda hafta amena lanthora basi phauda atopa thodok sing handak thokiba atopa thodok sing Tronglaubi oigera ama oigera even ngarangan tupul gi thokpa thodok everything je namjal laga chanai funai na laga thamba dona sijo dum chanai na laga loisan gi haibagi government gi mong man base who were the culprits whereabouts, mi kya la amino, kanano, kadom de changakpano, what are their whereabouts, what are their ID, mo je kana kanano ga ise kaim verify to bida. Prajada la cheng bura amaga, uje habi do alu bura amaga, piram maga, alternative arrangement to gani na haibase akoi Manipur miyam na penbam tok prasane.
External aggression ni haibase phajana mayek sengkhrabani. Masida muka controversial leningai su leite. Masi foreign gi khud yaubadegi sumaina thokibani aduna external aggression se akoina strongly condemn tawe aduga state lengakna athuba matamda masi amuka semjan sajan biraga state ki security forces matik chana thamlaga akoi border se ngak sengadabani adu hojik pillar leiriba se 92 93 aduga 101 haiba se sigi border pillar manak sida kaka hairiba aduga joro hairiba se si leiribani government na masi thau sadadna sumaina dum chathara laiba taradi masi mayamar da atopa lebak jati da lebak se Manipur se pithokhrage haibra haibna akhoi de maduda oina akhoi condemn tawrakani
India government na kari haire ino, Home Minister na kari haire ino. Jungle da labor kari gumba posak amo power satellite na mapping to na loima unaraba matam sida sida thokpa army camp manak nakna sida ida thoiba phawda masida ida kaim ta haidana usanna dana labor se Manipur miyam gi damakta Manipur government laitre na ekhoina lawe.
With inputs from Impact News reporter RC Mangangcha and camera person Johan Arambam, this is Joyce Usham, Impact News, Imphal.
Moving ahead, former UNLF chairman R.K. Sanayama alleges that the prevailing hostage crisis in Manipur is the result of politics at play, warning that innocent civilians are ultimately suffering the consequences. He made the remarks on the sidelines of a religious ritual organized by Ibudo Bakangba Thoga Loop today at Ibudo Bakangba Shrine, Langthabal Gunja Awang Lekai, seeking peace and harmony in the state. Sanayama claimed that Kuki narco-terrorist groups, after targeting the Meitei community, are now carrying out attacks against the Tangkhul community, leading to present hostage situation. He blamed both center and the state government for failing to take timely action and allowing the conflict to escalate further. He also expressed concern over growing disunity among the Meitei community, stressing the need for community and collective action to safeguard Manipur's territorial integrity. Calling for communal harmony, Sanayama urged all indigenous communities of the state to protect their unique identities while strengthening peaceful coexistence and collective solidarity.
Akoi Meitei Prubna hoi lepak Manipur ngasi Manipur ne khangnem lepa se sengulak pada hoi hena chaw thodang lolpani Manipur khondamina proof sa mayam singa se chana chinen himinaba mapan tangna himinaba adugi wakhal loksing amodi pangal thongna lere committee proof ne laibuk tibadi history gi tangka amadagi madui thodang do lo ngamaktaba ipai pu de leramba asan ba miyeng ado mami samghiba aduna marmorega ngasi mo oile phion se masi tasal laga masi ngasi phudor pure khale adu mapan gi forces singna masi khudong chawa lo ngambane ne khale masi ngamalo harga de khoi mayam singa se amato lemino sangi.
People staged sit-in today at Lilong Bazaar in Thoubal district demanding the removal of central forces from Manipur over their alleged failure to protect civilian lives and properties. The protest was jointly organized by Ampako, CPCM, LUC and PSO under the aegis of Amuko, Amawova, COHR, MSF and PLM-PAM. Protesters held placards demanding an end to violence against civilians by Sioux groups and sought punishment for those involved in the Tronglaubi killings and TM Kasom ambush. Taking part in the protest, Amuko President Sorokhaibam Sanjoy urged authorities to prioritize resolving the ongoing crisis instead of pursuing power and positions. He stressed that the state must not forget its responsibility amid the rising violence and reiterated that Manipur's territorial integrity will remain intact. While Committee on Peaceful Coexistence Manipur convener Sajad Buyamayum stated that individuals working only for their respective communities cannot truly represent the interest of the entire state.
Manipur Ladiba, movement over the Sorgabada Galiba, Mipum Kutibak, Hanjan Hajari, Topira Ro, Yungima Pandagi, Iram Irebasi, Kanmamatam Oire, Natragadi Kunayase, Mutan Namakogi, 2029, Manundagi, Bob Plantori, 1999 was the power, Kunayasi Mutan Holiday, Manipur Ladiba, La Kuntra, Yanta Razikadre, Hosimataki, Simataki, Kunayasika Lazikadre, go in Indagi, Loyal Sandabaki, Listen Singer say, Aku Maru for the Mutatse.
Ethnic community single conflict Mayamase, Government of India, the Equation Biona, demand Kama Todana Lapataraso, Equation Bigi Mami, Tadavana Marakanda, Equioba, Laminary processing in Marata, emotional attachment, Lakanburu Matotaba, Aduga, collective Oiba, decision on Galena, Tangu Manipur, Kunayama, or Nova Kukamak, Tabukamina, Wapansi, 8 times.
MLA Thangjam Arun Kumar appeals to both Naga and Kuki communities to release civilians being held hostage and calls for an end to economic blockades on national highways affecting supply of essential commodities. He expresses concern over rising tensions among communities despite efforts to restore peace in the state. The MLA made the appeal on the sidelines of a free mega health camp held today at Soibam Lekai, Wangkai Kuno. Lions Club of Manipur, Imphal Chanura, Lions Club of Imphal City, Lions Club of Imphal Paradise, Citizens Club and Directorate of Health Services jointly organized the camp. During the camp, beneficiaries availed free medical services in gynecology, medicine, oncology and other specialties, while volunteer doctors provided free consultations. The MLA urged all groups not to target civilians during conflicts and also lauded the organizers for conducting the health camp.
The Lions Club of Country is the activities that we make Yamre, Maroina, Siana, medical health is Kumataka, Wakanda, health care, Simuna, facility, medical facility fever, environment company, they know Toronto, Yakanda, environment company, they know what happened, what social service, so the Honava. I think activities disaster activities Lions Club is highly Lions Club is mind members in the state, Magi profession, member not profession member the
In continuation of the operations to find and rescue the missing persons, combing and search operations were carried out by security forces in the western hill ranges of Leilon Vaipai village in Kangpokpi district yesterday. Police reports said search operations are on. Security forces recovered some weapons during search operation at a foothill between Lamdeng and Kameng village area under Lamsang police station in Imphal West district yesterday. According to police report, recovered weapons included 3 bolt-action single-barrel guns, 1.22 pistol, 4 9mm pistols, 1.22 pistol magazine and 4 9mm pistol magazines. A recent social media post by the Ministry of Mines highlighting Manipur's untapped mineral potential has triggered intense reactions online, with many netizens linking the issue to the ongoing ethnic conflict and fears over exploitation of the state's natural resources. In the post, the ministry says, quote-unquote, beneath Manipur's hills lies the geological story still unfolding, from chromite, nickel and cobalt occurrences to limestone belts, jadeite zones and other strategically important minerals. The state holds significant untapped mineral potential waiting to be explored responsibly and sustainably. As India advances towards resources, security and future-ready mineral development, Manipur is gradually emerging as an important frontier in the country's mineral landscape. Small pockets, big strategic value. The post described Manipur as India's quiet mineral frontier and said the state is gradually emerging as an important frontier in the country's mineral landscape. However, the post quickly drew emotionally charged responses from social media users, many expressing suspicion, anger and concern. Several comments alleged that a prolonged unrest in Manipur may be connected to attempts to access mineral wealth beneath the state's hills. Others warn against what they call the exploitation of Manipur's land and natural resources. Some users demanded protection of the environment and indigenous rights, while others openly oppose any mining activity in the state. Comments such as main reason for the conflict, don't destroy the beauty of nature, and they want the lands, they'll exploit it and leave nothing for the people, reflected a deep mistrust and anxiety among sections of the public. At the same time, a few users welcomed the possibility of development and resource exploration, calling it a strategic opportunity for the state. The ministry's post has once again brought the debate over development, resource extraction, environmental protection, and political trust in Manipur into sharp public focus. Petrol and diesel prices were hiked again by around 90 paise per litre today, marking the second increase within 5 days across the country. With the latest revision, fuel prices have risen up nearly 3 rupees 90 paise per litre since May 15, when rates were increased by 3 rupees after a gap of 4 years. In the national capital, Delhi, petrol prices increased by 87 paise to 98 rupees 64 paise per litre, while diesel price has gone up by 91 paise to 91 rupees 58 paise per litre. Reports say the sharpest increase has been recorded in Kolkata compared to Delhi, Mumbai and Chennai. The repeated hikes come amid rising global crude oil prices triggered by escalating tensions in West Asia. Officials of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution CAF and PD Department today conducted inspections at fuel pumps across Imphal following reports of panic buying and hoarding of fuel in containers. A team led by OST POL Haubam Bobi and Imphal West District Supply Officer L. Ibotombi carried out the inspection under the supervision of CAF and PD Director Yumnam Nelson. Speaking on the sidelines, Haubam Bobi said the drive was launched after complaints that petrol and diesel were being purchased and stored in containers. During the inspection, some fuel outlets were found supplying fuel in containers to consumers, following which officials instructed pump operators not to repeat the practice. Bobi appealed to the public to obtain permission from respective deputy commissioners before purchasing fuel in containers. He also urged people not to resort to panic buying, assuring that sufficient fuel stock is available in the state and tankers are continuously transporting supplies into Manipur.
DC permission yaudana any container sing the jerrycan khangde ma khangde akoi sira allowed ti tawjade ba adugi ngasi je akoina thingjan jaba lakjabani aduna akoi praja sing da so aina message amutang pijaning badadi ban laktar ga su anything kaino tawtar ga su akoi Manipur gi depot leiri habse si katang kawbidraga di praja sing su katang phagadra na khale adu IOC gi di high 300 kiloliter se amasung 400 kiloliter SSD se si edum nungti gi edum normally thadu i ba adu si thadu i ba thause petrol pump sing sira mayam sing sina adu ban tawre adu the container the lotion giva the mayam sing panic buying to select but the 1 day sina 1 day gi thousina at least am the hapta ama 10 days pam mana mai yole poto no mada panic buying to no mada solution thokrane.
Haubam Bobi also appealed to LPG consumers to complete their eKYC process at respective gas agencies in compliance with new guidelines issued by Government of India. He said completion of eKYC will enable consumers to book LPG cylinders through missed call facility and allow bookings after every 25 days from the date of delivery. Bobi further warned that consumers who fail to complete the eKYC process may face difficulties in receiving LPG cylinders in future.
Ministry ki instruction ni makada eKYC se mandatory ore ba aduna mandatory ore banina hai se togda ya da factor ma lei eKYC se togda targadi amuk gas se phango oidoine consumer se ma se agency si ki kanu oira ba hai du ki identify togdoine ba aduna eKYC se toro matungda miss call number ma khoina pijabane adugi miss call dra moina miss call se piro matungda ngasai gi message ama lakpi gane ba aina connection low matamda ai contact number ma hapsagi ba si contact number sina call to bi ga ado kaigumba adugi contact number se mana sinadre na hai targasu man eKYC to bi matamna mana contact number se amuk pisan bira kanda amuk restart to bi ya.
Amid the ongoing economic blockade, a total of 107 goods trucks, including 81 oil tankers, arrived safely in Imphal from Jiribam today via National Highway 37 Imphal-Jiribam Road under heavy security escort. According to reports from Impact News Jiribam correspondent, elaborate security arrangements were put in place to ensure safe movement of convoy carrying essential commodities along the highway. In a move to curb rising noise pollution in Imphal city, Manipur Pollution Control Board today distributed sound level meters to 10 police stations in Imphal East and Imphal West districts during a program held at Hotel Classic Grande, Jingmerong. Speaking at the event, Forest, Environment and Climate Change Principal Secretary Arun Kumar Sinha highlighted the harmful impact of noise pollution on humans and animals and stressed the need for stricter enforcement and awareness. Sound level meters were distributed to police stations including Imphal City, Singjamay, Lamphel, Porompat, Hengang, Andro and Irilbung among others. Arun Kumar Sinha also lauded the initiative taken up by the Pollution Control Board to tackle noise pollution in the state capital. Speaking on the occasion, Manipur Pollution Control Board Member Secretary Dr. W. Roshan stated that the sound level meters distributed are world-class equipment. Expressing concern over the increasing level of noise pollution in Imphal, he informed that the ministry has instructed deputy commissioners and superintendents of police to take responsibility in controlling noise pollution. Dr. Roshan further stated that experts had already trained police personnel on the usage of down-level meters. He also informed that there are plans to distribute similar equipment to another 10 police stations in the coming days. Environment and Climate Change Director Dr. T. Brajakumar was also present during the program.
अखोई लेरिबा स्टैंडर्ड्स अमल लेजै इंडस्ट्रियल एरिया दा क्या होइगदोबा कमर्शियल एरिया दा क्या होइगदोबा अदि रेसिडेंशियल एरिया दा क्या होइगदोबा नमे स्टैंडर्ड्स अमल ले मसदि खरागा दम वांगतक दि चलीको अदम वांगतक चटपाइसि करिना नो खोसि कैनोना मसि यंगसनबा म चंगबा अखोइना ngasi बिजिरिबा खुलाइसि याम फबो खुलाइनि वर्ल्ड क्लास स्टैंडर्ड्स नि अखोइना सेंट्रल पोल्यूशन कंट्रोल बोना मखोइना पीबा मोइना आदा पीदि खुलाइदा अदु समानबा खुलाइनि कोइ खुलाइसिजु लै अखोइगी लीगली बाइंडिंग ओइदबो खुलाइ लेबा नोइसि अखोइगी मोबाइल लगा ओल लगा ते येंबा यावरिदनको मसि लीगली बाइंडिंग ओइदेबको अखोइनि पीदिबो खुलाइसि लीगली बाइंडिंग नि अखोइगी एकेडमिक की ओइनादि टाइप 1 गा सिनबा यावि अखोइदि पीदि टाइप 2 नि मसिन ओनबा रिजल्ट सिदि हमना लीगली बाइंडिंग ओइबा आइदि कोर्ट नसु मसि एक्सेप्ट तोबा रिजल्ट से.
Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on State Export Action Plan consultation meeting organized by Directorate of Handlooms and Textiles at Classic Grande, Jingmerong. Keep watching Impact News.
Manipur da hozik class 12 ki exam result out oikre. Class 12 exam pass out tawraba student singi damakta Educate Imphal 2026 na event na messenger. Event sida India amasung International College and University gi representatives unabagi, career clarity gi career coach unabagi, amasung education loan and scholarship details khangdupagi khudongchaba lawbiho. Lakliba May date 20 and 21 Chandramukhi City Center, Bapupara near Job Center da pangthok sagadori. Parents sing na ichaga lakminaduna education and future gi damakta chamam nabukop nire.
Rooted in tradition, growing with purpose, from the exotic, nutritious kiwi fruit to the GI-tagged Tamenglong orange. Pachay lemon, Sriracha kong chili, and black aromatic rice. Sourced from farmer-producer companies, organic certified and lab tested. Test and enjoy the unique natural and organic products of Manipur, power-packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. promoted by Manipur Organic Mission Agency, Department of Horticulture and Soil Conservation, Manipur, under the Mission Organic Scheme. Let's be a part of chemical-free and sustainable farming. Let's be organic. Let's be healthy.
Welcome back after the break. You are watching Primetime English Bulletin. Additional Chief Secretary of Textiles, Commerce and Industry Anurag Bajpai today stated that Manipur can play a major role in achieving India's target of turning textile exports into a $100 billion industry by 2030. He was speaking at a State Export Action Plan consultation meeting organized by the Directorate of Handloom and Textiles at Classic Grande, Chingmeirong. Bajpai highlighted the growing global demand for sustainable handmade and culturally authentic products and stressed the need to position Manipur as a global hub for heritage textiles and high-value artisan products instead of focusing only on mass industrial production. He also noted that Manipur's handloom and handicraft products reflect the state's rich cultural heritage, indigenous knowledge and craftsmanship. He urged weavers and artisans to focus on high-value fashion and lifestyle products, eco-friendly accessories and designer collections for wider markets. Officials, entrepreneurs, artisan weavers and representatives of different organizations attended the meeting among others.
Our vision must therefore be to position Manipur as a leading hub of sustainable and heritage textile exports from this eastern Himalayan region. To achieve this, we need a strong architecture for export promotion. The government is committed to develop a dedicated ecosystem that supports international market linkages, export facilitation, branding, e-commerce integration, trade fair participation, and global buyer outreach. Manipur must move now from local marketing to global positioning. Equally important is the need to shift from simply selling fabric to creating high-value lifestyle and fashion products.
Meanwhile, during the consultative meeting, Directorate of Handlooms and Textiles Director Ilangbam Jiten recalled that since the past magnet years, the state's textile and craft had been primarily focused on local consumption. Director Jiten highlighted that there has been a shift in the sector with introduction of the new State Export Action Plan for Vision 2030, with a vision to turn Manipur into a modern export business hub and strengthen traditional handicraft skill. He also revealed the Directorate is setting a target to increase the export value of state's handloom and handicraft sector to 24 crore and 3 lakh by 2030. He also shared the vision to attract high-end buyers in USA, Europe and Japan by focusing on the production of premium clothing and home furnishing products. Jiten furthermore informed that the Directorate has selected 34 top entrepreneurs and weaver clusters for this. Director Jiten also took the opportunity to announce plans to upgrade weavers' artisans' working setup from manual setup tools to modern and efficient weaving setup.
We are proposing removing of the financial stress so our exporters can focus entirely on growing their business abroad. Ladies and gentlemen, this action plan is more than just a policy document. It is a practical, fully backed promise to bring Manipur's economy and culture and strength to the world. We are no longer just preserving our past, we are building a profitable, sustainable future that guarantees self-reliance for every weaver and artisans in our state. The infrastructure is built, being the support is ready, and the path forward is clear. I call upon every financial partner, every master craftsman, and every industry leader here to join us. Let us execute this plan and with care work together and claim Manipur's rightful place in global trade.
Kokomi Students Front will carry out a bike rally carrying the message Save Manipur from Cookie Narco-Terrorism on May 24. Speaking to newspersons today at AIMS Kwakaitil office, Front convener El Malangba said that a bike rally will be carried out by Kokomi Students Front and its constituent students' bodies, namely AMSU, DESAM, KSA, SUK and AIMS, appealing to youth of Manipur to join the bike rally. The bike rally will be flagged off at 8 a.m. from Awang Sekma Imphal West Crossing, Khonghampat, Chingmeirong Khongnang Anikarak, Thangmeiban, Nagamapal, Kaishampat and traverse towards Tidim Road, traveling to Kakching District via Kumbi, Taubal District, and will set course for Kongba Road via Singjamay, crossing Ayang Pali Road, Lamlong Market, and finally ending at Kuman Lampak. Malangba also called upon general public to extend support in the bike rally.
Student bike rally to save Manipur from penal for terrorism. Haiba team masida ekoi bike rally ma chachagani chat kadawi bike rally asida gari masa laibiba rei park thuru nuksijaba rei park ku kanimba na singna saruk gabi rally asina lakho matamda lambi gi naget laiba leisa fu khudimangna rally asida saruk gabi khudimang pu mating pangbiu.
Khaidam Jennifer, who had been on an indefinite hunger strike demanding justice for the Tronglaupi terror attack, submitted a memorandum carrying 5 demands to Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand today. Accompanied by members of Uripok Apunbalup, Jennifer submitted the memorandum at the Chief Minister's Secretariat this afternoon. The demands include resettlement of displaced persons, abrogation of suspension of operations agreement with Kuki militants, and updation of NRC before the census. It may be mentioned that Uripok Apunbalup and Uripok Nupi Apunbalup suspended Jennifer's hunger strike yesterday following deterioration of her health condition. Ukrul Forest Division, in collaboration with Environmental Force at grassroots level and Fogel, recorded 73 bird species and 803 individual birds at Shiri and Pangray in Ukrul district during a recent census. Officials said the findings would serve as a baseline inventory for monitoring ecological health of Shiri and Pangray areas. It may be mentioned that Ukrul Forest Division and Environmental Force at grassroots level jointly conducted a 3-day bird census program from April 30 to May 2 in connection with the upcoming International Day for Biological Diversity, which falls on May 22. Students of Patikru College Department of Zoology also participated in the field exercise, gaining practical exposure in wildlife conservation and ecological survey methods. The technical team, led by Patrick Sang of Enfogel, along with Dr. Gai Kwan Lung Ngaumei, Dr. Ursula Jajo, Dr. Christian Ernie, and Shunringla Rungsung, conducted the census with support from the student volunteers. Federal Students Organization Kangleipak Fisok Taubal District Council, in collaboration with Divisional Forest Officer DFO Taubal District, conducted a tree plantation drive in connection with upcoming World Environment Day. Tree plantation drives were carried out at Wangjing High School, Lumding Higher Secondary School, and YK College. Under the supervision of Fisok Head Office, the organization stated that similar plantation drives will continue in different parts of Taubal District. Now the sports news. 5th MNC Senior Women One-Day Cricket Trophy, organized by Manipur Cricket Association, commenced today at Thau Ground, Thangmiban. The opening ceremony was attended by MNCA President N. Ziko, Vice President B. Biswajit, Secretary L. Gidranjan, Treasurer C.H. Nishikanta, Joint Secretary Mujibur Rahman, and MNCA Apex Council member C.H. Boni. In the opening league match played at Thau Ground, Thangmeiban defeated PTCC Patsoi Part 3 by 8 wickets. In another league encounter held at Sedok Ground, Kongba, Aksto Khangabok registered a commanding 111-run victory over PTRC Patsoi Part 4. Altogether, 11 women teams from across Manipur, divided into 2 groups, are participating in the tournament. Speaking at the opening event, MNC Secretary L. Gidranjan highlighted the steady growth of cricket in the state and noted that the association now has its own indoor cricket academy at Luang Pokpa Cricket Stadium.
Khoi nahangai na khoi da awaba leiram nung chuba khopa matam sidai da khoi se sanaba phangdaba practice to ngamdaba ado asigi indoor se leirabani na nung chu rasu akhoi adum camp se makha chathajaba ngamni even akhoi residential camp bhok pangthok jage na tawjari asigi indoor se da leiriba facilities se akhoi indoor pitch ahum leire gym masagi yaujare aduga swimming pool amasi yaure.
USA Kurai defeated Trukpu Nambol in today's match of the ongoing Babina Group Sir Churachan Singh KCSI CBE Memorial Football Tournament. In the fourth league play today at Imphal Polo Ground, USA Kurai defeated Trukpu Nambol 3-2. Moreover, in the fifth league match, opposing teams of juvenile club Tera Sapam Leirak and Utlo FC failed to score a single goal by the end of stoppage time, ending the match in draw. 29 football teams of the state are competing in league round matches in 8 groups. Continuing league matches of the Football Cup will play tomorrow. DO Kiamgay, TCMDC Tongju Part 2 and RCA Lilong advanced to the quarter-final in the 5th MNC Under-14 Boys One-Day Cricket Trophy. In the first pre-quarter final match played today at Model Higher Secondary School and Oriental College Ground, Shadow Thangmaiban defeated Tho Thangmaiban by 4 wickets. Shadow Thangmaiban's bowler Cage Hemraj became man of the match. In the second pre-quarter final match played at Kudeban, Lampak Tauthong, KSDO Kiamgay defeated PTCC Patsoi Part 3 by 110 runs. KSDO Kiamgay's all-rounder Cage Firdos became man of the match. And in the third pre-quarter final match played at Lairanjam Public Ground, TCMDC Tongju Part 2 defeated NCA Nambol by 7 wickets. TCMDC Tongju Part 2's bowler S. Jerwin became man of the match. Moreover, in the fourth pre-quarter final match played at Moijing Public Ground, Taobao, RCA Lilong defeated Yesda Ningtaokong by 10 wickets. RCA Lilong's bowler Makakmayum Irfan became man of the match. Continuing matches of the cricket trophy will be played at different venues tomorrow. Yachal FC, Nambol Naurem and Ka Sanjanbam FC team will lock horns in the final of 16th YIGP Trophy 2026 Konthojam on May 31. Young Illiterate Guidance Program Club Konthojam Maning Laikai organized the football tournament at its ground. In the first semi-final match played last evening, Yachal FC Nambol Naurem defeated Tok FC Kurkul 2-1, while Ka Sanjanbam FC secured 5-1 win over Ngairangbam FC in the semi-final match. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Villagers and civil society organizations reject claims that recent attacks on Zet Choro, Namli and Wangli villages along Indo-Myanmar borders were not acts of external aggression. Former UNLF Chairman R.K. Sanayama alleges that prevailing hostage crisis in Manipur is the result of politics at play. Innocent civilians are ultimately consequences. Amuko President Sorokaibam Sanjoy says state government must not forget its responsibility amid rising violence. Amuko reiterates Manipur's territorial integrity must remain intact. Recent social media post by Ministry of Mines highlighting Manipur's untapped mineral potential triggers intense reactions online, with many netizens linking the issue to ongoing Manipur conflict. Petrol and diesel prices hike again by around 90 paise per litre today, marking the second increase within 5 days across the country. CAF and PD officials conduct inspections at fuel pumps across Imphal following reports of panic buying and hoarding of fuel in containers. And in a move to curb rising noise pollution in Imphal City, Manipur Pollution Control Board distributes sound level meters to 10 police stations in Imphal East and Imphal West districts. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. Have a great evening and stay safe.